Okay. So I'm on the screen. We've got sales, leads, website traffic, product brand consideration, brand awareness and reach, app promotion, that's for mobile apps, local store visits, brick and mortar, just to try to drive people in. And this is just create a custom goal. Now, the most important ones here that really work, sales obviously is e-com. That's the one we're going to use for Rashad, okay? But a carbon copy of that is going to be leads, right? This one. So what I'm thinking is we'll probably test the sales part for the gyms, but I'm going to start with lead campaigns for you guys, a low budget. But these are the two most important. And then you go to website traffic, which are click campaigns. Click campaigns are like what we're looking at with Ryan. They're starting to be kind of volatile. They're not as predictable, as secure as they were before, right? As kind of guaranteed. So I think they're driving you to leads and sales. And the difference between those two guys on both platforms is that with the traffic, they really don't know how many you're converting. We're trying to figure it out on the back end. And that's what Rashad's doing, is we're running campaigns and he's trying to figure out on the back end, but it gets, it does get difficult to track that, right? So what a lot of advertisers do is they start to be like, you know what, it's just too much to track it. I got to go from here. And then I go to the back and check all this. But Rashad, I think we should test some conversion campaigns as well. I mean, I've done it myself for us. And while you are letting the platform know that how much you're paying, it's good. It was good to keep it hidden, but it's kind of up in the air. Because if we're not managing the back end to really know, like Ryan, for example, if he's not constantly, taking time away and making sure he does his numbers, like what if he gets busy? What if you get busy, you're opening a new store, Sam's busy teaching, then, that's why I'm trying to lead back to the conversion campaigns. Because the difference is that the conversion campaigns, you're going to be able to log in directly and see that this is how much you're paying and this is how much you're paying per conversion, right? So that's what's bringing me to show you the YouTube now, right? So I'm going to go for basically a sales campaign. I'm going to do right here. I'm just going to create one. And then, so I choose sales. I go to the next part. So we've got search, display, shopping, video, smart, and discovery. Okay, so this is Google Ads. So this is basically the company that, Google that owns YouTube and the Google search engine, right? Now, if you use search and display, that's going to be basically, search is going to be literally Google, where you enter in kickboxing Bolton, and then they find, extreme hip hop, they find We Fit Studios, right? Okay. Display is going to be, remember that the partner, the audience network, that's what this is. This is like Facebook's audience network, the partner websites. And then we go to shopping. That's Google Shopping is basically e-com. It's something that we could do for Rashad as well, but it's better to go with, this is good too, but this is good just to get awareness for the store, right? For you guys, this is video, it's gonna be YouTube. So this is all YouTube right here. So if you're selling on YouTube, it's better to promote something more high ticket, right? Or like a membership, which will be great for the gyms as well, okay? Now high ticket would obviously be your moose knuckle jackets or your high-end jackets, anything high-end that you have, we'll push it there, right? Yeah. And it won't cost much because it'll be local. We can even drive that to the shopping so that we actually monitor in carts and everything else, right? So I'm just gonna, for the sake of just awareness and generating leads, I'm gonna go to video, but we are going to choose, sorry. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, continue. So I chose this channel. Something's not working here, 1 second. Okay, let me just choose this objective for now, and I'll choose videos. It's still not working. 1 second. Okay, okay. I see what I'm doing here. Okay. So we're going to track with the conversion pixel, but I'm going to choose traffic right now. And I think, yeah, something's glitching out here. This is weird. I don't know what's happening here. This is strange. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I'm just going to go to product brand. There's something, maybe I got to set up a pixel. Okay, so I'm selecting video and I'm going to influence consideration, shopping. That's to promote the products, right? So if you upload your products in here for sale, you can literally upload your gloves, your this, that, whatever you want. You can upload here, your jackets. But I'm going to go here for influence consideration. So this is going to be influence consideration, products, brand, skippable in-stream ads. So these are the ones that that they show that's like 5 seconds. So one thing that you can do, Rashad, and even you guys for the gym owners, is you can put together a 5-second ad, and literally they won't, like, if they don't have YouTube Premium, literally 5 seconds you can get your message across, right? And this is by far one of the lowest cost ways. And if they do click, you know, you can get some leads that way, right? But the idea is to make sure you get exposure. So this is going to be product brand consideration. So again, I'm not going to go full through it all and set it up, but basically what happens here, guys, is that we're going to basically choose a bid. So let's say you want to pay maximum, Tom says, he goes, I want to pay no more than $10 a lead, because I know that it takes me, I can sign up 1 out of 3 leads, right? And that's because I talk to 3 of them, or I talk to 2 out of 3, and I get 1 in, and once they're in, that's it, they're signed up. So then you know that it's gonna, you know, you're not willing to pay more than, let's say, $10 a lead. Okay, fine, I get that. So it's gonna be $30 for a sale, right? So your conversion cost comes down to, you know, up to $30, which is literally very low for the amount of membership that you'll be making. Now, same goes for the jacket. So for the jacket, if, for example, your campaign goal, it'll be different, right? Because we're gonna go for the purchase. So if the jacket, you know, you're selling for whatever amount it is, and you say, I don't want to spend more than $50, let's say, for each sale, or $30. You always start low, and then you put that amount here. Then what Google will do is they'll take that amount and they'll serve it to the traffic source, to the people on YouTube, for that rate. Like people, they will sell it to the traffic, but the people that are bidding, let's say $100, they'll get shown first, and then whatever views there are on top of that, you'll be second, let's say, right, or third, which is not bad. It's fine, because you'll still get your exposure. But what it comes down to is that the big companies are spending more, so they get priority. It's an option, right? So, but there's ways around that, and that's when we start choosing the inventory. So as we go and set this up, we can do it by keywords, because like I said, guys, it's a search engine, right? So let's say if we look for moose knuckle jackets, we can actually add that as a keyword. For sale, and then you put Markham, right? And then you go, let's say Muay Thai, kickboxing, and you put Simmons, right? Like, once you add these words, and you can get suggested words here. So for example, if I go, let's put this in here. So if I put that in here, and I go like that, now it's giving me, like, look, moose knuckle sale, right? I'll give the example for this, okay? So if I go there, there's one. Moose knuckles women, moose knuckles jackets, moose knuckles online, that's a big one. Moose knuckles coats, winter coats, Moose Knuckles Shop, Moose Knuckles Men, right? Do you see what I mean? It's telling you already what people are searching for.
Can you put as many keywords as you want?
You want to keep it around 18 to 20 to start, because what happens is that when we put the keywords in, it could be broad, specific, and phrase match. Broad is very broad, but you might get Moose Knuckle sale in Winnipeg.
Right.
So we don't choose broad, we choose phrase. So we try to get it as exact. And there's an exact match as well, where it has to be exactly Moose Knuckle sale, but then you're going to get less traffic. So what happens is that you want to be as specific as you want to be as specific as you can to avoid the problem of, you know, having clicks that are not relevant. Okay, so let's say for Muay Thai, I'm going to put something a little bit more fitness Bolton. I'm going to put just to give an idea, and that's very, very generic what I'm putting there, right? Like that's very, oh, sorry, URL. You can also put like your website and it'll give you suggestions, but it's not really the best way. So let's say if I go Bolton, I'm just going to put kickboxing actually. I'm going to put Bolton kickboxing. And it's giving you not exactly, people in Bolton aren't really searching the word Bolton beside it. They're just basically putting in kickboxing, boxing, kickboxing. And Sam, this will be good for you because it'll be very local and I think it'll drive good traffic at a low cost. Is everyone following me here so far, or does it make sense? Yeah? Any questions at all so far? No? Nothing? Okay. So now this is the important part, guys. This is the key to it. So you have the keywords. So you're using YouTube as a search engine. Now remember, this is YouTube. So somebody searching on Google also will also see these videos. So people think, oh, well, not, you know, do people search for all this on YouTube? Yeah, sometimes they do. I asked Rashad last time. He goes, yeah, sometimes they'll search up a product as well before buying it, right? So whether they search on Google or YouTube, when you go to Google and you see, I'll give you an example. You probably already know this, but I'm going to show you anyway. And this is another thing. When I type this in, see at the bottom here how it's giving you those search results? That's a good way for you guys to hone in on what are people searching for in your space, right? That's important. So if I go Moose Knuckle jacket here, and then when I go here, you see the top images, shopping, videos, okay? As you can see, look at the shopping ads coming up. If I click shopping, and look, it goes more into detail. Look, Moose Knuckles Canada is selling right here. Okay, so now I'm going to go back. I'll go to videos. Now, there's the YouTube videos. So what type of video? First you search it, and then you see what type of videos are indexing right now. Okay, now check this out. So I click on this video, it came up first. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Hey, I'm just on a meeting right now. So what day, sorry? Oh my God, you better go, man. Yeah. Sure. Sounds good. Okay, it's up there, bye. Okay, so here we have a video, and you're like, oh man, like this video has already got 18,000 views. How am I going to catch up to that? Well, that's where YouTube comes in. So you find the channel, Josh Sullivan, or you even find the exact video, and you can show your ad right in front of this video. So when you go down here, there's the video. So now for Rashad's campaign, I add that video. Now that, oh, sorry, I just added his video to the ad. Basically, where is it? Sorry, placements. Yeah, this is where we do it. So you go either YouTube channels. So that what I showed you is where you put your video. So now I go YouTube channels. So if I choose the whole channel, their channel is all about moose knuckle jackets, then yes, I would put their channel under this part here. But I didn't check, but I think, you know, I want to just go by the video because the video was, yeah, the video is basically, that video is about moose knuckle, right? So this will be like one placement. I'm just having some trouble adding it, but you guys get the idea, right? So this is under YouTube videos. We'll add his video and we'll show it right in front of that video. Okay, your ad. YouTube channel, if the channel is all about what you're about, like let's say it's martial arts, and you know that this channel gets a lot of views, but remember that we're gonna localize it too. So we're gonna hone in on the territory around you that you're targeting. Okay, and then you're gonna go back and look for the views, and you'll pay literally like so little for these campaigns, but they work like a charm. And again, bidding comes down to cost per view. Okay, so CPV stands for cost per view instead of cost per click. And then that's literally how you create the campaign in a very high level way. I'm showing you like in a very overview type way. Details, of course, we'd have to set it up. You can also choose another thing called audience segments. So in segments, you can actually choose like audiences, how we do on Facebook, and actually choose interests, right? So as you can see, there's a bunch of interests here. And you'd have to go through it and find what matches your business. And that takes a bit of work, but we can do that together. Or you leave it open and just literally target by keyword and target by the channels. Because you'll know which channels are really doing good, and you'll also get ideas and insight on how to build your own channel as well, right? I know this sounds like a lot of work, but once you just do it and you set it up, the framework's there.